LDBC. This is your boy Coach Shelton Harrison. You're live on the Coach Shelton Harrison Boxing and MMA Show live. And let me tell you something right now, okay? I just got through reading an article. Shout out to Boxing Scene. And Conor McGregor is talking a lot of PG-13 channel crap to Floyd Mayweather. He's talking a lot of junk. And I can't blame him. You know, he pretty much said, you know what? Yeah, you know, I'll fight Floyd in the boxing rules to keep him alive. And then he went in and he said, you know what, man, this ain't a fight. He said, but, you know, if Floyd want to pay me to keep him alive, then he can give me my money. He said, basically, a boxing match, you know, you got to have somebody in the ring breaking up the action when you get close. You got to have somebody in the ring telling you not to do this kind of hit. You can't elbow. You can't do this. And he said, basically, you're in a protected fight. He said, whereas in a mixed martial arts fight, almost anything goes, except for, you know, blows to the back of the head and so on and so forth. But Conor McGregor was saying that this is more or less like a real fight than a boxing match is. And I do agree with Conor McGregor. I agree with Conor McGregor on that. You know, yeah, boxing match, yeah, there are rules, okay? But, you know, since Floyd doesn't do MMA, you know, it wouldn't do him any good, because if he got in the ring with Conor McGregor in an MMA competition, yeah, clearly, you know, Conor McGregor will win that easy. But in a boxing match, I think we all pretty much know who's going to win. And we know who's got the better boxing skills. But the thing of it is, man, is that Conor McGregor, he's a big name in MMA. He's a huge name. And so this is pretty much a money fight. That's all it is. And this fight would generate a lot of pay-per-view buys. It will probably do 3 to 4 million. This is my opinion, okay? Because people would be intrigued to see if Conor McGregor could outbox Floyd Mayweather, which that'll be a big fat no. And Conor McGregor has not backed off his position. He wants $100 million for this fight. He's not going to get $100 million for this particular fight. So that he's got to get that out of his head. You know, will the build up to the fight be entertaining? Absolutely. It'll be entertaining because both of them talk a lot of trash. And Conor McGregor was even talking about, you know, Floyd don't want this fight to happen. He said, I'll just show up at Floyd's front door and I'll, you know, whoop Floyd ASS right at his own house. You know, stuff like that. But, you know, could you imagine, man, what would happen if Conor, first of all, he probably wouldn't even get through the bodyguard security, man. Them dudes big. And yeah, you know what? I'm going to tell you a story, man, about MMA fighters, man. These dudes think this. A lot of these MMA fighters think they're indestructible, man. And I'll never forget this, man. I'll never forget this. I was outside of, you know, Royce Gracie. It was a Royce Gracie Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Center. And it was this one dude, man. You know, we go in there, man, and, you know, he'd always go in there, man, and just go crazy, man. He would go completely crazy in there. And, you know, you kind of just sparring, man. You're not sparring, you don't go all out. But, you know, he would just go in there and go a little crazy. And he just thought that he was indestructible, man. You know, he would, you know, do stuff like, yeah, you know, we was at a Walmart one day, man. And a guy, you know, just said, you know, hey, man, I was standing here first, you know. And the guy was standing there first. Dude was like, oh, are you trying to punk me? Like, you know, like he just wanted an excuse, man, to try to fight somebody. And I'm like, man, you know, you ain't supposed to be trying to use that stuff, man, to go out there and just fight random people, man, because you can kill somebody. A random person, a non-experienced fighter, you could kill them because they're not used to taking kicks and hits, but they're not used to that. So, yeah, you go out here and you fight somebody that don't have any experience. And, you know, 80 to 90% of the people, they don't have any kind of fight experience. So you go in there and you go beat somebody, you can kill them. This dude, he ain't kind of about that. He said, nah, man, this dude ain't going to punk me in front of me and mine and my kids. And I said, man, he just said he was there first, man, because you cut in front of him. And that's what he did. So this dude kept persisting, man. And so he took the dude and he punched the guy in the face. Now, I won't forget this. And, you know, I always tell people that a street fight and martial arts and that is different. So this dude, after he got punched in the face, he played it off real good, like, you know, okay, no problem. So he got out of line. And this idiot, he thought that it was over. And I'm like, yo, man, I think you better go, man, because this ain't over. Nah, he come back, I'm going to knock him out next time and blah, blah, blah. Oh, okay. You know, about 2-3 minutes later, man, all I turned around, I heard a crack. I mean, this dude had one of them little metal rods, man. And he cracked this dude upside the head and knocked him out unconscious. I'm talking about put this dude to sleep. Put him to sleep, and that wasn't it, man. When he put him to sleep, then he started kicking him and stomping him in the head and stuff, man. Just beating the living piss out of him, man. But see, you just never know, man. And see, MMA fighters, they got this, I never can die attitude. But let me tell you something, in the street, it's different. Now, I will say that MMA is more adaptive for street fighting than boxing is, okay? I'll say that in a minute. But on the street, ain't nobody gonna square up with you. They ain't gonna do all that. They not gonna look you in the eye, man. Look, they gonna try to get an advantage. Because if it's a street fight, I'm picking up dirt, I'm spitting in your eye, I'm doing whatever I gotta do to walk out of there with my faculties intact. That's just me. See, street fights are different. And Conor McGregor, you gotta be real careful, man, talking about you gonna show up at somebody's door, because they might take you a little serious. And if they took you seriously and you showed up, you may not be met with a person's hands, but you may be met with a weapon. And that's just the way that is. And it's a lot of these MMA fighters, I'm talking about, man, that's on like TV. You see them they try to intimidate random people. Like, y'all remember when Ronda Rousey tried to intimidate, one of the ring girls? Like, literally, she tried to intimidate one of the ring girls. And I guess she thought the ring girl was going to back down. She thought because she was Ronda Rousey, but the ring girl was like, I don't fight in the ring. I don't fight in the ring. I'm a model. That's what I do. And, because Ronda was, pitching a fit that the ring girls are getting paid too much to just walk around and look pretty and all this other stuff. And yeah, I'm just like, okay, for real? So this where we at now? Harassing the ring girls. That, and they act like that's their only job, man. Ring girls, they got like, they're models. They do modeling gigs. That's what they do. They're paid to look pretty. They're not paid to go in there and look, some of them a little skinny, but yeah, it's subject for another video. But they're paid to go in there and look nice and, to give the fans some eye candy in a brutal sport. It actually plays on the subconscious. That's why they do that. But, either or, man. Some of you, these MMA fighters, they think they're indestructible, but I'm telling you, in the street fight, the rules are different. Ain't nobody gonna try to wait for you to grab them, and ain't nobody, man, nah. A mug gonna run, he gonna pick up something, and he gonna pop you over the head. And that's what happened at Walmart. It ain't no fair play. Ain't nobody gonna fight fair. This dude ain't fight fair. He knew the guy was an MMA fighter, but even if the dude was facing him, if he'd have tried to block that iron pole, he probably would have broke his arm, man. But and he fractured the dude's skull, man. Hit him so hard, but man, you shouldn't be using that kind of your body is a weapon when you're an MMA fighter, man. You shouldn't be trying to use that, man, to try to destroy and beat up people, man. But that's how it is, though. But Conor McGregor, yeah, he doing the right thing. But he not going to get $100 million, man. Floyd is still contending on that $50 million, and that's just the way that is. This is your boy, Coach Shelton Harrison. You guys tell me what you think. I'm done.